Okay, so we're back. You can't see me, but you can barely see me anyway, because this is not for you to see me. This is for us to see the cards, and those cards can help you to understand the language better. Whether you're a native speaker, you already speak the language, but you don't know why you say what you say. You're a non-native speaker and you're trying to understand uh, English pronunciation because it's mind-boggling. You don't understand why same letter, but different sound depending on the word, especially if you're like a Spanish speaker. French speakers, you know the difference. You know that a letter can have more than one sound, but a lot of times you have an accent that sort of gives you an indication. Okay, or whether you're a teacher and you know how to pronounce a word, but you don't know why that word is pronounced the way it's pronounced. So that's what this is for. So we're back. We're still dealing with the vowel A. Okay, we're going to share. Okay, something went wrong. Stop sharing. Then we're going to share. There we are. There we are. Something went wrong. I don't know what went wrong. So we're still talking about the A. And we're still talking about, we already talked about the long A. This time we're talking about the short A, but notice the phonetic letter is different. So if the phonetic letter is different, and you'll see this in the dictionary, that's all I did was go to the dictionary. Okay, I went to Webster's American Dictionary, because if I go to the British dictionary, the phonetic lettering will be different. Will be different because we pronounce it differently. We understand each other though. It's just like Spanish from Spain versus Spanish from Mexico, for example. A Mexican will understand a Spaniard, and a Spaniard will understand a Mexican, and a Colombian will understand a Mexican, and a Colombian will understand a Spaniard, but they pronounce it differently. I mean, sometimes there's confusion, but not a lot. But this time we're talking about the A as ah, closer to the way you pronounce it in Latin-based languages, ah. Because a lot of words from English are from Latin, like ma, pizza, yahoo, mac, Java, Gasperi, lava. Notice how I'm pronouncing the A. And once again, notice that the phonetic spelling is different. So if I were to see this spelled phonetically, I would not make the connection between this and the A when it's long and the A when it's short, but short differently. This is more based on a Latin sound. Father, papa, hacienda. You'll notice a lot of these words are foreign words. Sometimes they're so close to their original that you can tell where they're from. Hacienda, where in Spanish you don't pronounce the H. In English, you do say hacienda, directly from Spanish. What is it? Hacienda. Pan. Now, pan in Spanish, and this is a cognate to Spanish, but it's not a true cognate. It's not a false cognate. It's an artificial one. They just happen to be spelled the same, but they have nothing to do with each other. Pan and pan, and pan. Plaza. Once again, a cognate from Spanish to English, and English, I'm sorry. Gabriel. Papaya. Lagos. Some people say Lagos, so just letting you know. Lagos or Lagos. Iraki. You see that QUI? That QUI, that QU is an indication that it's the sound. Now in English, there's no rule. Sometimes we have the QU having the sound. Sometimes we have the C having the sound and the K having a sound. And all of those letters also have different sounds. In a language like Spanish, there's a rule when you use the QU versus using the C. And the K is used, but the K is not used as much as it is in English because I don't think it's native to Spanish. Mafia, mafioso, padrino, dachshund, like a dachshund hound. I think that's how you pronounce it. Let me see. Let's move a little bit. Whoop. We're going to move. We got a bunch here. Let's continue. Pablo. A lot of these sounds are not, I'll say they're Latin based. I'm not going to say Spanish or Italian, but Latin based. Bandang. I have no idea what that is. I looked it up in the dictionary, but some of these words I look up in the dictionary and I say, well, even though I don't understand, well, of course I look at the definition, understand what it means. It may mean something to someone who's listening. Fascista. Oh, we use that word a lot during the last couple years. Yang. Gran Prix, which is French, which means the big prize. Gran means big and Prix means prize. For years, I didn't know what that meant though. You go into the Grand Prix until I went to France and I heard the word within a context. I said to myself, that's all it means is big prize. It sounds so fancy in English, when you're speaking, using a French word, but all it means is the big prize. Or not the jackpot. Well, I guess you can say the jackpot depending on the context. Iman. Palmistry. I guess it's the study of the palm. Naga. Vietnam. Paca. Bahama. Naos. Macaque. Macaque. I think that's a bad word. Gandhi. Yeah. I'm finished with it. Yeah. Naha. Machiavelli. I read the book. Very good, Machiavelli. Still relevant today. How to control. Okay, let's move it a little bit. There we go. Now, Garofalo. Palos. See, a lot of these words are foreign. Gasp. No, gasp isn't. When you gasp, you go, oh, I can't breathe. You're gasping for breath. A lot of romantic novels talk about gasping for breath. I see him for the first time. Bahia. That's in Brazil, where in northern Brazil, where they have kept a lot of the African culture alive. Galvani. Iran. Pacifico. And Pacific means peace or peaceful. Pacifico means peaceful. Zaire, a country in Africa. And Han, you have to pronounce that H. Saba, Bra, Iraki. Notice with the Iraki, at least in some spellings, instead of having the Q-U-I, you have the K-I. Same pronunciation, just different letters. Nagasaki, and we all know what happened there, the atom bomb during World War II. Hiroshima, and Nagasaki. Sabi, sabotage, blanc. Now you use, this is French, and it means white, of course. You use French words like these a lot of times, more than anything, at least as far as I've seen in cooking. Ma. Okay. So that's the A. That's just the A. You still have E-I-O-U to go. And that's just the A when it's by itself. When it's with other letters, which are diphthongs, of course, like you've seen the A-Y and the A-I, it can be complicated, but it's not so complicated that you don't get it. Millions of people speak English. Millions of people speak the language and have no idea why they say what they say, because that's the way they've been taught. But if you're going to teach the language, or for whatever reason you're going to need to understand to deconstruct the language, it's good to know these things. It's good to know when a word, why a word is pronounced, how it's pronounced, and why it's pronounced that way. You can't always do that. Sometimes it is because it is. It is because it is, but sometimes you can. Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing my screen. And I'm going to say thank you very much. Please subscribe at my sites and at my YouTube, so that I can earn enough money so I can continue doing this and I can give it away for free. Okay, to me, that's the best of both worlds. I can do both. Thank you very much. And welcome is WYLCOME.com. Thank you.